it going, YouTube? It finally happened. My 5-year-old daughter, Lyra, found out that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Yeah, I know. I was born in the early 80s, and my dad tells me that as a small child, the first movie he took me to was Return of the Jedi. I have no fucking memory of that. I do remember having some of the toys. My dad actually got a Darth Vader and a Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi and hung on to it for like 20 years and then sold it for like $200. It was pretty cool. And he got us a Millennium Falcon, which as kids we took it to our room and beat it to shit. You know. Another thing connected to that was like I don't have any memories of not knowing that Vader was Luke's father. Okay, so that part of it escaped me until I was older and able to devote more cerebral thought to it. And then my dad had the original trilogy on Betamax. Now, one of the good things about Star Wars, good Star Wars, is that it's like a generational torch that you pass down because it's modern mythology. I mean, Joseph Campbell, all that kind of stuff. And it's a good way to teach kids the difference between right and wrong. And even though you've fucked up your whole life, you can turn it around and make something better of yourself. All you have to do is just make the choice and follow through. So Lyra has been growing up with Star Wars in the background. Okay, now it's not like I sit there and do the Clockwork Orange thing and, you know, you're gonna watch this. David Prowse is in this fucking thing, goddammit. But it's just kind of like one of those background things that I had, and I know like at some point she'd get interested in it. And she was always interested in it. I think the first time she showed real interest in it, she was about 2 years old. And, you know, it was things like Ewoks and, you know, 3PO and R2 beeping, the lightsaber, of course. I have some pretty good memories about all that kind of stuff. But she made up her own cute words for it. So A New Hope wasn't A New Hope. It was Luke saves the day. Fuck yeah, he did. Empire wasn't Empire Strikes Back. It's Luke in the snow. And Return of the Jedi wasn't Return of the Jedi. It was Luke in the forest. So yeah, we called it that. And she didn't pay too much attention to the plot points until she started getting older. So she'd be like, who's that? Who's that? And I remember she saw Darth Vader and she was like, who's that? And I was like, he's a scary bad guy. And she literally clutched me like he was going to fly through the TV and come and get her. But I explained to her, like, look, this is just a story, okay? It's a really fucking awesome story. And I didn't say fuck, I don't swear in front of my kid. Just in front of you guys. But it's a really good story. So she's kind of like, okay. And so these events are just like loosely jogging around her brain, okay? She knows who Luke is. She knows who Vader is. She knows who Obi-Wan is. When we watch the prequels, I would refer to Padme as Luke and Leia's mommy. But I would refer to Anakin as Anakin. And I wasn't like, okay, he's going to become the bad guy. Because I wanted her to have that oh shit moment. And, you know, children's attention spans being what they are, she's not connecting all the dots just yet. So, yeah. But then, you know, right after she turned 5, and this wasn't even that long ago, we were watching Return of the Jedi, and we were watching the scene where Luke surrenders and, you know, confronts Vader. And, you know, she's really watching it. And then Luke says, "I know, Father." And she goes, "Wait a sec. Is Darth Vader Luke's daddy?" And for a second, I was like, fuck. But then I was like, I played the dad card, and I was like, I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. And I discreetly turned off the video, and I waited like a day or two, and then we watched Empire. And then when we get to Bespin, and they're having the fight, and they get to the scaffolding right before Luke's arm goes away, I put her on my shoulders, you know, this kind of thing. And she's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Watch. Just watch. Obi-Wan never told you about your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed him. No, I am your father." And she reacted with denial. She's like, you know, the same thing Luke did. "That's not true. That's impossible. Search your feelings. You know it to be true." Now, one side effect of this is that I get to watch the original trilogy again through her eyes. So we watch Revenge of the Sith, and now she knows Anakin is going to go into the suit. I actually used to not show her the end of the Mustafar scene because, number one, it's graphic as fuck. But number two, you know, we just cut to the part where they're putting Vader together and Luke and Leia is born. So she told me she was okay to watch it, and we watched Anakin burn. And she was all right. She wasn't horrified as badly as I thought she was going to be. But now every time we watch Star Wars, she clutches this thing. My Vader Black Series action figure. You probably know him from my other channel. Yeah. I'm Immortal Coil. Hit the like, subscribe, ding the bell for notifications. Leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see covered on future episodes of Savage Spirituality. And remember, the things that we take for granted always change when they have a set of little eyes on them. You really rethink the world. Alright guys, love you. Take care.